everyone, welcome to Wits Connect. Today we are going to discuss the topic about two-stage RC coupled amplifier. So this is the circuit of the two-stage RC coupled amplifier. This is the first stage. Up to here this is the first stage and this is the second stage. Here the coupling capacitor CC is used to connect the output of the first stage to the input of the second stage by using the coupling capacitor. Okay, so here the coupling is done by using the capacitor C along with the shunt resistors RC. That's why the circuit is known as RC coupled amplifier. Okay, why we have to name it as RC coupled amplifier? The coupling is done by the capacitor, that is nothing but coupling capacitor, along with the shunt resistor RC and RC here. That's why it is known as RC coupled amplifier. Okay, here the capacitors, input capacitors, coupling capacitor and output also we are connecting one coupling capacitor. What are the use of these capacitors? These capacitors are used to allow only AC components or AC signals, and those are used to block the DC signal. Okay na? So why? Because the amplified signal consists of only AC signal. It is not there is not DC components. Okay, that's why the use of capacitors are used to only allow AC components or AC signals, and it is used to block the DC signal. That means these capacitors are used to provide DC isolation for the input and output circuits. Okay, so here coming to the circuit construction, here we are using two transistors T1 and T2. That's why it is nothing but two-stage RC coupled amplifier. Here the resistors R1 and R2 here will provide the voltage divider biasing network. So here the RC coupled amplifiers are connected by using the voltage divider biasing network. Here R1 and R2 will provide voltage divider biasing, and the resistor RE will provide the stabilization network, and the emitter bypass capacitor CE, it will provide low reactance path to the amplified AC signal, so that for the next stage of the amplifier the gain will not be disturbed. Okay now, if you are not connecting emitter bypass capacitor here, the amplified oscillations are going through the resistor RE to the ground, so that the output of the gain is going to be decreased. Okay now, that's why compulsory we have to connect the emitter bypass capacitor CE, which provides the low reactance path to the amplified AC signal, so that the gain of the next stage will not disturb. Okay, so coming to the working, so here we are giving the input signal, input AC signal to the base of the first transistor by using the input capacitor Cin, and the amplified AC signal we will get at the collector resistor at coupling capacitor. Okay na, at coupling capacitor we are getting the amplified AC signal. Okay, so the amplified AC signal at the first stage amplifier output is connected to the next stage of the amplifier by using the coupling capacitor. That means the amplification is done by two times. Again the amplified signal is going to the second stage amplifier, means the amplification is done by two times. So the overall total gain of the amplifier, it is equal to gain of the first stage and gain of the second stage. Okay na? So here again the signal is going to the amplified signal at the first stage is again amplified using the second stage. Okay, so the output signal you are getting at the second stage amplifier coupling capacitor, here you will get the output signal. So here the total gain equal to gain of the first stage into gain of the second stage. So here the overall gain is going to be increased by using the two-stage RC coupled amplifier. Okay, so this is the working of the two-stage RC coupled amplifier. Coming to the next topic, frequency response of the two-stage RC coupled amplifier. So what is frequency response? What is the definition of frequency response? The curve drawn between input signal frequency in terms of H to the voltage gain of an amplifier is nothing but frequency response curve. Okay, here in this frequency response curve, the frequency response has three regions. Low frequency range, mid frequency range, high frequency range. Here the low frequency range is below 50 Hz. Mid frequency range is between 50 Hz to 20 kHz and high frequency range is above 20 kHz. So here if you observe this figure, this is the frequency response of RC coupled amplifier. So on the x-axis we are taking the input signal frequency in terms of Hz and the y-axis we are taking the gain in terms of decibels. So the frequency response is like this for two-stage RC coupled amplifier or for RC coupled amplifier. So if you draw this curve, here in this curve we have three ranges. What are the three ranges? Low frequency range from below 50 Hz, mid frequency range 50 Hz to 20 kHz, high frequency range above 20 kHz. Here how we got this equation means here, so for different frequencies of the input signal we can calculate the voltage gain. If you draw the curve between these two, you are getting the curve like this. This is the frequency response. And at the maximum gain, this is the maximum gain. So you are getting it is gain in decibels on y-axis. This is the maximum gain. So for this maximum gain, if you are calculating, for the maximum gain is indicated by AV by root 2. If you take by root 2, you are getting 70.7% of maximum gain. So 1 by root 2 means the value is 0.701. If you calculate in terms of percentage, it is equal to 70.7% of maximum gain. And for this you calculate, if you draw this like this. So in this frequency response curve, it will meet at the 2 points. So it is named it as F1 and it is named it as F2. So F1 is nothing but lower cutoff frequency, F2 is named it as higher cutoff frequency. So between these you will get the bandwidth. So this is nothing but the bandwidth is defined as the difference between the higher cutoff frequency to the lower cutoff frequency is known as bandwidth. Okay na? And this is nothing but 3 dB length. Okay na? So for the maximum gain we are calculating by root 2. Okay na? This is nothing but by root 2 or it can also named it as 3 dB difference antar. 3 dB difference to the maximum gain to the 70.7% of maximum gain is nothing but 3 dB difference. Okay na? So this is about the frequency response of RC coupled amplifier. So coming to the low frequency range, how the gain is going to be decreased? Okay, actually the capacitor reactance, it is indicated by Xc equal to 1 by 2 pi FRC. Okay na? So here the frequency of the amplifier, is inversely proportional to the capacitive reactance Xc. Okay na? So the reactance of the capacitor, here the capacitive reactance of the amplifier is inversely proportional to the frequency. So here what will happen? So here the reactance of the coupling capacitor will be quite high at low frequencies, because the frequency of the amplifier is inversely proportional to the capacitive reactance, means the reactance of the capacitor, of the coupling capacitor, that is nothing but Cc, it is very high, quite high at low frequencies. Okay na? So that what will happen? Very small amount of signal will pass from one stage to the second stage. And moreover, here what will happen? The emitter resistor Ce will not shunt the emitter resistor Re. Emitter capacitor Ce, here the emitter capacitor Ce will not shunt the emitter resistor Re. Why? Because the reactance of the coupling capacitor is very high. So because of these two conditions, at low frequencies the gain of the amplifier is going to be fall. That means the gain of the amplifier is going to be decreased at the low frequency range, that is below 50 Hz. So coming to the mid frequency range, that is between 50 Hz to 20 kHz, what will happen? Here the reactance of the coupling capacitor is going to be, it is very small. In mid frequency range, what will happen? The reactance of the coupling capacitor is very small, so that it can be neglected. So what will happen here? The gain of the amplifier is going to be constant. Okay, now at the mid frequency range, because of the coupling capacitor, the reactance of the coupling capacitor in mid frequency range is very small, so that it can be neglected. So that in mid frequency range, the voltage gain of the amplifier is going to be constant like this. Okay. So at the high frequency range, that is greater than 20 kilohertz, what will happen? So as the frequency of the input signal is going to be increased, after 20 kilohertz, what will happen? The voltage gain of the amplifier is going to be decreased. Why? Because here there are two reasons for the reduction of voltage gain at high frequencies range, that is above 20 kilohertz. So here at high frequency ranges, what will happen? There is an interelectrode capacitance effect between the junctions of the transistors. So because of this interelectrode capacitance, there is a shunting effect, that is nothing but the circuits will be short circuited. The circuit is going to be shorted. Okay, now. So because of the shunting effect, what will happen? The voltage gain of the amplifier is going to be reduced or decreased at the high frequency ranges, that is above 20 kilohertz. And another reason is, so in this range of frequencies, the reactance of the coupling capacitor is very small. At high frequency ranges, the reactance of the coupling capacitor CC, it is going to be very small. Okay, so what will happen? Then if the reactance of the coupling capacitor is very small, then the loading effect of the next stage, two-stage amplifier kada, then the loading effect of the next stage amplifier is going to be increased. So this will reduces the voltage gain at high frequency ranges. Okay, now. So and then moreover, what will happen? It will decreases the current amplification factor of an amplifier, then the voltage drop across the high frequency ranges is going to be decreased. Okay, so this is the frequency response of the two-stage RC coupled amplifier at low frequencies, mid frequencies, high frequencies. At low frequencies, the voltage gain is going to be fall. At mid frequency ranges between 50 Hz to 20 kilohertz, it will maintain the uniform voltage gain. At high frequencies above 20 kilohertz, what will happen? Again, the voltage gain is going to be decreased. Okay, now. So this is the frequency response of two-stage RC coupled amplifier. So coming to the advantages and disadvantages of the two-stage RC coupled amplifier. Coming to the advantages, the frequency response is excellent. You will get the good amplification, and the circuit is very compact and extremely very light. So here this consists of two transistors, resistors, capacitors. Okay, it is very light, and the cost is also very low. So the cost of resistors, capacitors, transistors are inexpensive. That's why the cost is very low. And coming to the disadvantages, low voltage and power gain. You will get low voltage and power gain, and they have tendency to become noisy with age. If the transistor circuit is going longer with age, so there may be the circuit components will get damaged. Okay, now. So next, impedance matching is poor. In two-stage amplifier, the impedance matching is very poor, and these RC coupled amplifiers are having high fidelity. Because of the high fidelity, these RC coupled amplifiers are widely used as voltage amplifiers, as pre-amplifiers, like public addressing systems lo use chestaru. Okay, so these are the advantages and disadvantages of RC coupled amplifier.